Stop being a fish.
uh,
If you were a fish, you'd starve to death in our house.
no, I get fed every day. Same time.
Only if we're streaming.
Give or take several hours. Alright. Alright, we are live. Alright. Then I'm going to go ahead and start it.
Oh my god, Baka, why?
Because my phone's like all the way over there.
Alright, so. I'll go ahead and start it up and then I'll tweet. Here we go.
Okay.
Hi guys and welcome to the Infinite Respawn podcast. I'm Chicken.
I'm Oak Tree.
I'm Griff.
I'm Baka.
What's up?
Hi.
What's up, guys? How's everything going?
You know, same
Pretty
old,
good.
same old.
Same old, same old.
Yeah.
Same old, same
You
old.
guys are so exciting. Like, let me tell you, we have the most exciting lives ever of all time.
Video games. That's what we got. That's the reason we have video games, because
yeah.
our lives in general aren't that exciting.
Well, to be fair, how many other people get to go all over the different world, fucking doing a whole bunch of different shit in video games, but you know, still get to go places.
You go places?
So
I
that's
don't
why
go
they
places.
do gaming on
Virtual
the go.
places. Virtual places. Oh.
I see. I get it.
All
Well,
right.
one day we'll be able to just sit in our chairs, put on some 3D glasses, and just like actually go to Paris and not actually ever leave the house.
To not actually go to Paris, just see Paris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Well,
as
yeah, I
long
mean,
as you're seeing it, though,
If
right?
you're doing the whole VR thing, you can just like walk around the city, and you can you'll have the option just to like turn people on and off, depending on if you want to deal with them or not.
I don't like that sumbitch.
Or turn people on and off, depending on what kind of gamer you got there.
That-
Ew. You guys are awful. What's everybody been playing this week before we get into games like that?
My week has been very slow. Heroes of the Storm, early of the week, Dragon's Dogma. I tried to do some editing, but my fucking editing program will not open my videos.
I don't know why you have such a problem with it. I think it just hates you.
Apparently, it just does not want to fucking work for me.
It likes
says
me
no.
just fine. It's the same program, too. It's like,
Mine does not like me at all. It's like, fuck you. You can't work. And when I do get it to work, it's like no sound. It's like, oh, you son of a bitch.
I don't understand.
and
I
it's
have
still
no
technically not working.
Yeah,
I have no answer for you on that one. I'm sorry.
yeah, well, I don't know.
You'll figure it out eventually. You'll
I'm
make it
fucking
work.
working the hell out of it. I'm trying to, but it is not working. I'm gonna figure out a different way. Once Overwatch comes out again, I'll just do all those cool plays again.
No,
It'll
is
be
that
no
what it is?
problem. It'll be no problem.
A couple weeks.
So
you're
I
fine.
would like to see repeated.
Next week, actually.
Was it next? Yeah, I guess it is, isn't it?
It's
That's
next week. Oh,
Yeah, because today's the 15th. It comes out on what, 24th?
Yep.
So 9 days away. Yep.
Yep. Counting those days.
Woohoo!
I know. I'm super excited. Chicken was watching he was trying to get everything together for the clip stuff that he was trying to do, and he was like, you know, it only took like an hour before you were asking if you could play.
Yup.
Like,
That first day, it was like 1 hour, 1 minute, and I was like, yeah, you can play. Red can give you his key, and she's like, yay.
well, 'cause
I can
wasn't
play
sure about
Hanzo
it
and-
beforehand.
You mean Junkrat?
Well,
I
she was
played a
more
lot of
excited about
people.
Hanzo to begin with.
Yeah, that's true. I saw this one really cool play in the Reddit forum for Overwatch, and I didn't know that you could do it. But this guy switched into Bastion's ultimate mode, turned around, shot the ground, launched himself over a fucking wall, landed in the middle of the enemy team, and killed them all.
So you can grenade jump.
Yep. I was
That's
like,
awesome.
what?
Well, I mean,
That makes
Junkrat
him
has
even
his
more
little
overpowered.
yeah.
Yep.
But Junkrat's got his little satchel charge thing. That's not what it's really called, this Ziggs thing from League of Legends. But it's the same thing where you throw down the charge and then you can stand on it and ignite and it'll
Launch
fly
you.
You know,
Yep.
yes.
Oh,
Fly
you could-
you. I don't know, I couldn't grasp the words. But yeah, I mean, like, he's technically already got one, but you said even he could do it with his grenade launcher.
Yep, you can bounce the grenades and use them to jump. Farrah can do it with her rocket launcher. She can use it to boost herself even further.
Oh, screw you, Farah.
Yes, lots and lots of cool stuff. Lots of little things that I still don't know about the game yet, so.
Cool stuff. That's not cool. That's just more things to kill me with.
No, that's skill cap. Like, that raises the skill ceiling a little more. If someone else can do that and you can't, they're better. Like, their skill level is a little higher. I can't fucking do it. I didn't even know about it. And here are people fucking doing it over walls, killing
Well,
entire
we're
teams.
going to be trying this out whenever we start playing again.
It
But
does.
now everybody's gonna know
Bastion,
about it, so
I'm
you'll
just
be
gonna-
able to defend against it as well.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to do it first thing until other people catch on, right?
Yep. I'll play one bots game to warm back up since it'll be 14 days, and then I'll fucking get right back into PvP, start whooping people's ass.
There you go.
I'm high noon them right out the fucking gate.
I'm gonna high noon them.
I'm
Yep.
just gonna sit there and just go. "Brrrr."
Yeah. Yep. You know, your first game of the play was Bastion.
Of course it was.
Yep.
Baka.
Yep.
Go
Mine was
Team robots.
Junkrat. I killed 4 fucking people with it.
Yeah, the first one I ever saw actually was Bastion because I was playing with No Pants, and
Yeah,
and
fucking
he was
Bastion.
playing as him, and he was tearing up the AI. So it was fun though. I enjoyed it. Do you know there was? You know, it's funny because actually I was mentioning this beforehand because one of the things that we have in the news was talking about the fact that the Division has 9.5 million registered users. There
Mhm.
was 9.7 million that were playing the beta for Overwatch.
Which is why I got extended.
Yeah, so it's
Yep.
like okay.
Almost 10 million players. I mean, come on.
So that'd be interesting when it actually comes out because I'm interested to see if like the sales are 12 million or they're closer to that 10 mark or you know in between
Oh,
whatever.
I
'cause
still
you
gotta buy it. I
Yeah,
forgot.
don't forget to buy it.
I still get the super cool commander or whatever skin for Soldier
Yeah.
76, right?
If you get the Origins edition,
Done.
which is $60.
Yeah,
Done.
Origins edition. Yeah.
I got the Origins edition because I play all the other Blizzard games too, so all the other stuff was kind of
Well,
just
yeah, that's right. It gets
bonuses.
there's a pet or a mount or something like that, isn't
It's
there?
a
for
baby
WoW?
Winston for a
Yeah,
while.
baby
Okay.
Winston for WoW.
Then yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it. Whatever.
Baka was.
All you had to do was mention the pet.
Yeah. Yeah.
True.
It's because I told her about fucking Soldier 76. She's like, I don't know. And then I told her Baby Winston. She's like, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do it.
Yeah, I mean, like I love
I get a point.
76, but I mean, also Baby Winston.
Yep.
a pet Winston. That's interesting.
Yeah.
He's a baby, cute baby.
I wonder if he's gonna be running around in his armor with a little tiny gun, and maybe he can zap the other little pets.
Actually, it's the one from the cinematic. He's got like a little mohawk, a little diaper, and shirt on.
He's got a diaper.
I think he's holding a banana too.
Oh.
He should be holding a jar of peanut butter. Damn it!
It got like inherently
Peanut
better.
butter.
As
He
that
probably
story went on.
he probably has an idle animation that he dipped his banana in peanut butter.
He better. Like now it better happen.
Uh,
Oh my god, that's so cute.
yes.
Okay, now it's all I'm gonna be thinking about for the next what week, 2 weeks. How long is it?
9 days.
Is-
Oh geez, for the
Good in
next
2
9
days.
days.
Yes, 9 days.
So what have you been playing, Griff?
I actually Chicken's like, oh, here it goes.
Giggle Fits was added again last night. Holy shit.
Oh my god. I hate you.
Yeah.
I got Just Cause in last night, Just Cause 3.
Okay.
From GameFly, and so I decided to install it last night and play it. Oh my god. It's so fun. Like, I don't know, I might end up buying it. It's so fun. I've perfected my, like, you grapple hook to the ground and then hit your parachute button, so as you're being pulled, it shoots you up into the air with your parachute. It's the only way I travel. Like, I don't walk, I don't drive cars, I don't even fly the helicopters. I just do this, like, weird dance of parachute, grapple hook, parachute,
So
grapple
it's, so it's
hook.
kind of like the mechanic from the Batman games where you had the grapple hook and put up, and then he just does his wings, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Very
kind of
similar
like
to
that.
that.
He's got a wingsuit too, but I have not. Like the first time they're like, "You've got to test this out." In the tutorial, I was like, "Oh, wingsuit." I did that in Far Cry 4. I got this straight off the cliff and into the thing support for the bridge. Killed myself. I was like, "Oh, okay."
That's like the
Yeah,
first
no
time I did
bad.
it on Far Cry 4, actually. And hitting the ground.
I did much better in Far Cry 4. That was like super unfortunate. Oh, and I really like Rico. Like I played a little bit of 2 and he got to talk some, but now like he giggles like I giggle every time he puts the little charges that, you know, you put the charges on and then jump away and explode things. He giggles every time he puts them on. I'm like, "Yes, this man gets me. He gets me." It's been so fun. I've played probably like 4 or 6 hours, something like that so far. Like I got up this morning and played again because I couldn't not. Oh,
awesome.
I love it. It's been so fun.
Awesomeness.
Baka and I finished Dying Light by the way.
How'd that go?
Oh boy.
Oh, buddy.
God damn it.
Like, everybody's response is pretty much the same on that one.
Yeah, I mean, I could hear it while she was editing back there. Oh my god, you two
Oh.
had a little trouble with that ending.
At the time, it was really, really frustrating, but watching it while I was editing it was kind of funny that we were so frustrated. But then I remembered being frustrated. I was like, you know what? Fuck this shit. Oh, Techland. Fuck you guys. And
I
that
wouldn't
was
have
so
been
frustrating
pissed at
about
the
it.
ending.
Just the
I wouldn't have been so pissed at the ending if it wasn't a fucking quick time event. Like, if I actually got to take one of my weapons and bash the fucker's head in, I would have been satisfied with that. I've been like, fine, okay, annoying ass gauntlet of zombies and whatever the hell else you threw at me. I'm gonna bash your brains in.
Nope.
So it's very similar. The ending is very similar to Shadows of Mordor, then, right? So you go through all this shit, you get the end, and it's a quick time event. Is that what I'm getting out of this?
Pretty
more or
much,
less.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there was just, it was so frustrating, the whole thing. It's like, here's this game that you've done all of these things and learned all of these skills, and you know what? Just bundle all of those things up into a little bitty ball and throw it out the fucking window because fuck you, here's some climbing and here's some quick time. Also, you're too tired to use your grappling hook that we just gave you, and it's super fun, but fuck you for wanting to use it. God, really, Techland? Why would you give me something fun to play with and let me play with it for, like, seriously 3 or 4 missions and then take it away from me because I'm too tired, but I can run?
Because you're supposed to play through it again and have it from the beginning.
Sounds like a Friday night at my house, but you know, that's whatever.
Ugh. Friday nights at your house must be really fucking frustrating.
They are. They are. They really are. They really are.
You can hear the rage. Like, Baka at first is like, oh, this is not so bad. I mean, we can get this. And then, like, 2 or 3 times into it, Baka's like, fuck! Fuck this shit! Fuck! Oh, totally worth it. Totally worth it.
Yeah, like, I got to the point to where, like, after a while, I was just like, okay, the zombie baby pops up, BAM! Okay, now I gotta keep just running.
It was so just, really? Like, yeah. That
That
was
much
pretty much
really.
the sentiment. Really? Really?
And I actually started playing Uncharted 4.
Oh, don't tell me anything about it. I've
I
heard
start
that
playing
it's
tonight. I
fantastic.
start playing tonight on my stream.
I
Anybody
will
that
not
wants
be
to watch
there
it
at
doesn't want to
all.
play it. Yeah, I know. If anybody that wants to watch it and doesn't really want to play it themselves, start tonight. That's awesome.
Glorious times.
That's
Glorious.
right.
I don't know about
That's right.
glorious.
Glorious times.
Well, glorious times for Chicken, because he probably finds it amusing as shit.
Oh
Yeah.
yes. Oh yes.
Screw you.
How about you, Baka? What have you been playing besides Dying Light?
Heroes of the Storm with Chicken, and I actually started playing Uncharted 4.
Oh, don't tell me anything about it. I've
I
heard
start
that
playing
it's
tonight. I
fantastic.
start playing tonight on my stream. Anybody
will
that
not
wants
be
to watch
there
it
at
doesn't want to
all.
play it. Yeah, I know. If anybody that wants to watch it and doesn't really want to play it themselves, start tonight. Go to
I will say it is really good so far.
awesome.
I know, I'm looking forward to it. I just gotta have enough time to catch up on the other games so that I can play it. And
The
I want
rate-
to.
I mean, the amount of people that are raving about the game, I mean, like it's getting 10s across the board, pretty much 9s and 10s, and people are like, "Oh my God, this is the best one yet," and all this stuff. And you know, most people consider Uncharted 2 the better of all the ones that were currently out there, and so now they're saying this one's better than that one. So it just makes me happy. So I can't wait to start tonight. Yes, I downloaded it like I had the disc, and I was like, "Shit, I'm putting this on here now." So I don't forget later because of the podcast and everything else. So last night before I went to bed, that's the first thing I did is put the disc in, made sure it was loading. It had a 5 gigabyte update.
That was the multiplayer,
Damn.
apparently.
Yeah. I was like, geez, are you serious? All right, fine.
Which I know
Okay.
nothing about the multiplayer for Uncharted, but I saw a GIF that is like, I guess it's one of the celebration dances from the multiplayer, and it's Nathan doing his little dance, and it was hilarious. I mean, it's not twerking, but it's close. And I was like, I think I'm dead now. I think that's all I needed in my entire life. Like, I have reached my quota of amazing. I'm done now. I'm just gonna die.
And I'm finished. Thanks. Appreciate it. It's good.
Thanks for that, Uncharted.
Of course, like I said, I'm gonna start Uncharted 4 tonight. I did finish up Uncharted 3 last week. I was scared that my Uncharted 4 was not going to be in time because I got the special edition with the statue, which is not down here, unfortunately. It's really, the statue looks fantastic, but I got it, and actually I laid it on the table, and my wife walks in and she's like, "Why is there a man standing on our table?" And I was like, "What? Oh, Nathan Drake? That's not just a man. That's Nathan Drake." you know, and I'm trying to explain everything. She goes, "Why is there a man standing on the table?" I was like, "Because I got it in with the thing, you know, whatever." But so I will be playing that tonight. But I've been playing Doom. That's what I've been playing. But for 12 years, I waited on a freaking brand new Doom game, and that's what I've been playing. I got the one with the little guy that's on here, which I kid you not, there is a fan that's down here and a light underneath that spins. There is one, see that screw, this little bitty screw right here? That little bitty screw right there. You have to unscrew it, put the batteries in that come with it. And the fan starts spinning, the light comes on, all that stuff. I was like, okay, cool. There's no off switch.
Of course not.
So it just runs all the time. And I'm like, all right. The fan has stopped working.
Wow.
Already.
The light is still working very brightly, by the way, because I just shined this off in the face just a second ago. So I was like, this was kind of dumb for them to do that, you know? And I don't like, why would you not have an on-off switch for this stupid thing? You know, it's like, come on, because it looks cool.
Because you want it to be on all the time, obviously.
Yeah.
Well, and the thing is like you would hit the button, right? And it would, if my thought process is what you hit the button and the little thing would spin, you'd be able to show your friends or whatever, because it looks ominous. You know, he's sitting up there, he's standing on this fan, there's red lights coming on him, and he's scary looking. Yeah, evidently it's supposed to look scary all the time. It's the only thing I can pick. So,
Full-time
Or
security.
they just didn't design it very well and went, oh, we didn't put in the switch. Oops.
Oh, well.
Done anyways.
They figured it out after the fact. Too late now.
the game
If you
itself.
really want to switch to it, you can probably figure out a way to solder it in there and
Maybe.
a wire. But
Yeah, but I don't want to mess with it right now. The game itself is Doom. That's the only thing I can explain it, because those of us that grew up in the 90s, we were like, fuck plot. We don't know what a plot is. You know, it's just go out and kill things when we were playing Doom. They did actually put a storyline in it. And they did it in a way to where if you really wanted to go in and learn the different stuff that was going on, you could, or they give you a general idea as you go through the game. So far I've really enjoyed it. I thought the little kills where you would like, you know, rip somebody's head off and all that shit that they showed in the previews was going to get old quick, because there's only like 4 or 5
come on.
of them.
How is that going to get old?
It is not old. Like you
Didn't
get
think
through
so.
it, you're like, because what they do is they blink, because it's like they get to the point to where they'll kind of turn a color like a blue or orange, and you'll go, okay, now I can go up and do this little kill thing, right? Well, they reward you for doing it too. They give you extra health or extra weapons depending on what you're doing. If you use the chainsaw, it just rains ammo. It's great. Like you run along and it just rains.
Rain.
But you have to get the fuel for the chainsaw, and certain monsters, the demons that you're playing against, certain ones you have to have like a full tank in order to be able to get them. Some of the bigger ones, like a Hell Knight or something like that, you have to have a full tank. And it's cool though. It's gameplay wise, it's exactly what I expected it to be, to where, you know, shit's exploding, gore, get scared every once in a while because something will come around the corner, or you'll hear something and you can't figure out where the fuck it's coming from. That's about the time something whops you.
Of
you know?
course.
So it's fun, it's entertaining, it's gorgeous. The graphics on it are unreal, but it feels nice. Like when you're playing the game, the mechanics of it are just beautiful. I think it's really well done. I'm interested to finish it, just to see where the plot so far, where it's going. But it's a nice reboot to the series, and I think that if you're an old school Doom fan that played 1 and 2, and even if you played 3, go through, and it's very, very well done. So it moves on from one to the next, and so I like it a lot. So hopefully I'll see if I like the ending or not. But supposedly it's a lot of people are liking the ending, what's going on. But then you got a lot of people that are like, this game's crap, and I think it's just because they're used to being handheld through this stuff, because you get lost a lot.
Good.
Like it's like the old Doom games, right? Where you go through and you go, oh, you got all this shit. But the reason they do is because they have secret places to go, and they even tell you every single map is going to have a secret place to go. And I haven't found all these secrets, so I've got to go play the game again. So now it's, you know, it's a reason for replayability. And I can tell you now, next month I will probably be buying it on PC, just so I have it on both. And I want to see the difference too. So I think it's But I haven't gotten into the multiplayer yet. I want to play the multiplayer a little bit, but I want to finish the campaign first. And then the snap map thing, I haven't played with that yet either, because I want to kind of play the multiplayer before I do the snap map. So it's one thing after another. So it's going to have a lot of time consuming in it, but I think overall the game's fun, which is the whole fucking point of playing the game in the first place. And you can do like I used to do, which what I used to do with Doom 3, which is name the demons after people you don't like and then just blow them up over and over again. It's great.
I swear not all of them would be named Oak.
Damn.
Well done, ma'am. Well done.
That's how I roll. You should have seen it coming. Come on now.
I know. By now I have.
Don't worry, I'd be the other half of the demons.
There'd be at least a few named Baka.
Yep. It always has to be some named Baka.
Of course. Something else has got to make my life miserable. Probably a few Reds too, if I had to guess.
A few. Just a wee bit.
You know, you've said Doom so many times, I'm surprised that you haven't accidentally summoned Spunky somehow. Like, he just knows that we're talking about it.
It's because he's currently playing it. I saw it pop up
Probably.
on my screen a second ago. Right when we were starting a podcast, it pops up at the bottom of the screen. I was like, uh-huh.
If this is what I think it is. Baka linked something in chat, by the way. Sorry, audio people.
Yeah, it's. I found the YouTube thing for Nathan's dancing.
Oh, yes. There's the rest of my day. Thanks, Baka.
Oh my god, the robot is one of them.
Yep.
It's hard not to imagine Nolan North doing this. Like, that just makes it so much better for me.
Oh my god. This shit's hilarious. Alright, I gotta turn it off there because I'll sit there and watch it all the damn time. Anyway. We were talking about Overwatch earlier. It seems that Blizzard is saying that if you cheat on Overwatch, you will be banned for life.
Yeah, good riddance to you. Sorry, motherfuckers.
I love it. It's like, have a nice day. There's no jail for you. It's just have a nice day. You're done.
Yep. Zero tolerance.
That's awesome.
I'm totally okay with that. Anybody that has a problem with it, you know.
Yes. They also plan on having a fully fleshed out report system when the game releases too. So.
Which it needs one. Any of the online multiplayer stuff like that needs a report system because Red was, you know, we'd already dealt with Red having an issue where he was being trolled and couldn't do anything about it because there was no report. So...
Of course he has issues like that. I played 9 days straight and I didn't have a single issue in any of my games.
And then, well, it has to be him. I mean, obviously.
It was probably him doing it.
It was not him.
If I had to fucking
He probably
guess.
did something to, like, tick off the dude to make him do that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. There's not really much interaction. I guess you could type in chat.
Mm-hmm.
But,
Well, I type anymore. I mean, you can make your fucking character say hi.
That's what I'm saying.
Hello.
Boop beep. Boop boop.
Nobody talks in that anymore. What?
No
I don't
one
talk
needs
to
to
people
talk.
anymore. I don't know what you're talking about.
No one needs to talk. I mean, you got your own fucking emotes to say. Doot, doot.
Awesome.
I'm super excited about that game.
Yeah.
Sorry.
In bigger news, well, I think bigger news anyway, personally. Civilization 6 has been announced.
Oh, yeah. You guys go ahead and chat about that. That's all you guys.
Oh, man.
I'm so excited. I got so excited about it. I made sure that I put
Another 200 hours going out of my life.
I had to put
Yes.
Civilization 5 back on my computer. I've not done it since I got the PC back, so now it's back on there. I'm like, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
And this one is being developed by the people who did Brave New World and Gods and Kings. So those developers are the ones basically building this whole new game. And I really can't fucking wait. Because it's going to be so fucking good.
The trailer for it got me hyped. Like I was.
But there's no gameplay in the trailer. It's just Sean Bean reading some stuff to you.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It still gets hyped.
Yes.
Mm.
Yes.
Yes. It's
That's all it takes, unfortunately.
yes.
Well, at least you guys are excited, I guess.
Yes. Some of the major changes that I really like is I don't know which one. I didn't play much of Civilization 4, but Civilization 5, I guess they took out unit stacking so that they could kind of make a broader world to kind of play with, more strategy into placing your units. This one, they're removing city stacking. So all of the buildings that you build inside of a city are going to be built on tiles now, instead of building inside of your city.
Oh, nice.
So instead of just farms all around your city, you're gonna have buildings on your tiles instead of just fucking, I got 60 farms around my city. Oh boy. And now it's gonna be like a farm, a lumber mill, and things like that. Actually make your territory look alive. Roads are gonna be built in between each of the tiles to connect all of the different things as you build them. Which is gonna be super nice. They're redoing the science trees so that you just can't fucking do the same thing over and over again like I do, a dumbass. You just do this one, do this one, do that one, that one, that one, that one, and move as fast as you can. So they're going to change that so you have to kind of play the game as the map plays you. So,
as the map plays you, Soviet Russia.
Yes. Which is going to be nice and unique. Like, one of the examples that they gave is in Civilization 5, if you want masonry, you just research masonry, and your tech decides how fast you're done. In this one, masonry will take a long time, but if you have marble on your, if you have improved marble, it'll boost it 50%. So you'll complete it like 10 times faster than someone else who doesn't have any marble.
Because it's based on where the area you're at. That's nice.
It's based on resources. Nice. Your resources give you increased tech speed, which is nice because it all kind of evens out. Like, yeah, marble makes sense for masonry.
Well, but the other thing, if you think about it from a developmental standpoint, like if you were thinking about these as real individual people, right? It's one of those where they go, okay, I want to develop masonry. Well, I don't have marble on my property, right? Why would I want to develop masonry, right? Yep. It's like I'd have no purpose for it. So, but if I was, if I lived in my house and there's a marble area right next to me, now my thought process is I've got to figure out a way to get that out because I can use it. So it's like, okay, so now I've increased my want to make that happen or my need to make that happen, and therefore it's going to happen quicker, right?
Yep.
If you think about it from a real life standpoint. So that's a really cool concept because, same thing with like oil, right? You just trying to find oil, or if you're fishing or doing whatever.
Yeah, it's the same thing with the ocean. Like for I guess boats and whatnot, you can learn it if you have a landlocked, but if you have a coastal city, your research for that stuff will go 50 times faster. Wow. Which is very smart. Like,
which means everybody's going to end up wanting to be on the coastline.
Exactly, because you're going to need a coastal
or at least
city.
Having one city on it.
Exactly, because if not, it's not going to be worth learning the water science because you don't have fucking water near you. So it's the fucking point.
Yeah, right.
So
reasons, maybe I just want it.
October 21st. Yes, I cannot wait. I'm definitely going to pick that game up for sure.
Yay, October.
So I'm glad that you guys are excited about it.
Yes. I was really curious as to what kind of changes they were going to make when they first came out or when they first announced it. But with these changes that they're going with, I can definitely see the game being a lot more in depth, especially with Brave New World and Gods and Kings being in there by default. Mm-hmm. So it's going to be a big, heavy game.
Well, and it was a cool concept that they added with those especially when they added religion, because now you add another element to everything else you were having to work with, right?
Yep, tourism and all.
I think one of them that was getting a little annoying with 5 when I was playing it the other night was the fact that it was the first time you discover somebody, right? It's like you turn up and you go, "Hey, how are you? I'm glad that
I forgive you. Don't you fucking dare do that again."
Yeah.
Yeah, but they still don't remove their fucking spy. It's like, oh, okay. Yeah, all right.
You said you forgave them.
Hell no. Well, it's either you fucking declare war on them or say it's okay, keep stealing from me.
Yeah, there needs to be a little bit more options. I think one of them that was getting a little annoying with 5 when I was playing it the other night was the fact that it was the first time you discover somebody, right? It's like you turn up and you go, "Hey, how are you? I'm glad that we met." Boom. And you have no options to talk to this dude. Like there's nothing other than I declare war on you, go to hell, whatever, all these different options they've got on there.
Go to hell, motherfucker.
And it's like, or trade. That's an option too. And it's like, or declare friendship. It's like, why not just say, I say hi back? Because to me, that's a greeting, right? That's part of diplomacy.
Yep.
It's like, good to meet you, just have that one-time thing that's on there or something, and it's just, so he remembers that part. I don't know. There needs to be a little bit more options that they add in there, but I think from a game standpoint, I like what they're doing to the game. They just need to. There's other stuff that needs to be done there.
Absolutely. So I'm totally looking forward to some Civilization 6 in my life. Add another 300 hours to the Civ title.
Hey, it's just Civ, man. It's just Civ.
It's
We
just Civ.
Just
play.
Civ things.
Yeah,
We just keep playing.
You could never
The game
play
where we
for just
can
one more
Rule a
turn.
civilization and watch it burn.
I'm trying to go bad on this new one too. Like I'm trying to make it to where I go through and just like conquer, and I really have a hard time doing that. Like
A battering ram right outside one of my enemy cities. I was like, all right. So I fucking took it and took their city right away. And that battering ram, fucking, I still have it, but it wrecks city early game. So I fucking, it's my continent and then the other people's continent. I own everything on my continent, and I'm gonna fucking take all of my forces overseas and just start taking everything over there.
destroy, destruction.
Yes.
Baka has taught you well.
Yep.
Yep.
I want to get the aircrafts first so that I can fly them over and start bombing them first, weaken them, soften the coast, and then kind of take my troops over and take everything out.
Nice.
Got to be strategic.
Strategic murder.
Yep.
Mhm.
Gotta get them early before they start building up things that can just run over your horses and stuff. So
Oh yeah, for sure. We don't have horses. Start bombing them first, weaken them, soften the coast, and then kind of take my troops over and take everything out.
Nice.
Got to be strategic.
Strategic murder.
Yep.
Mhm.
Gotta get them early before they start building up things that can just run over your horses and stuff. So
Oh yeah, for sure. We don't have horses no more. We got fucking tanks and military.
Oh, I usually win the game when I still have horses. So
Well, I took over my
Oh my
city
God,
when we had
Baka,
horses,
really?
I can win this game in one horse.
but horses can't swim. So well, they can swim, but they'll drown across the ocean. So I wanted to get aircraft so that I could,
yeah, I mean I can get boats and stuff if I need it, but why have tanks when I can just charge in on a horse and just go, look, everything's already mine, so then now we can just build things as we need it.
Baka sounds like he's got it all figured out, man.
All figured out. Super genius Baka.
Evil genius Baka.
Oh,
You gotta get it right.
Evil genius Baka.
Yes.
Excellent.
Yeah, I'm so fucking excited for some.
Skyrim horse. Nitty has a point. I guess if Baka has horses like Skyrim horses, then there's a reason that he's fine with that.
Dude, if he has Skyrim horses, then there's no fucking need to play. You just
Let the
end
horse
turn.
do it.
Yeah, you just end the turn each time. He's gonna conquer the cities himself. He's gonna like fucking crawl up the side and just like stomp on it until it crumbles.
Skyrim horses don't give a fuck.
No, hell no. When you get off a horse and watch that motherfucker run after a dragon, you're like,
And I was actually a little disappointed with Dragon Age, because your horse doesn't help you do anything. Like the second you get off of it, it's pretty much disappearing. And you're like, no, wait, but oh, come on, you had a chance to
Run
be
up and kick it
awesome,
in the jaw.
right? Especially like they've got those Draculisks, which I favor. Like, they look like dragon things.
dragon
It's
horses.
like, come on now, you look scary enough to be able to take anybody here, including half of my team. Get to work.
Not paying you just to ride me around all places. Get in there and fight.
Exactly. Don't let me down. Don't disappoint me. More games need aggressive ponies. That's all I'm saying.
Aggressive ponies.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure the Sky
Pretty
horses are also bred with goats too.
Pretty
because
sure I
of
saw
how they
aggressive
shear
ponies
up
live.
everything.
Yeah, no shit. I've seen those motherfuckers like climb vertically up a damn mountain. It's like,
How
how
are
does
you-
this even work? What the hell is that horse doing?
You just don't question it, okay?
And
It
then-
makes sense.
And then you see, like, I've seen pictures of like the dragon flying and a horse standing on top, and the guy sitting on the horse. It's like, all right, let's just go fucking home. What the hell? Add some lasers to that shit, and you can take over all of Skyrim. Fuck it.
That's right.
I am the one true king now. Okay. Fuck it, you got a horse on top of a dragon with lasers and fuck it, it's yours.
You win. Yep.
Yep.
Yep. That seems fair.
I can see all the kings just being like, fuck this shit, I quit. Like, just walking away. Yeah, the Witcher horses have GPS. You just hold down A and they follow the path. It's like, just lead me to this. Yeah, but sometimes they get, like, fucking, that's 3 hours to
I
stop.
wonder if someone can make a mod for that now for the PC version.
Oh my
It's
god,
like when the
probably.
horse are scooping up, just recalculating appears up on the screen.
Somebody's got to be able to do that. That'd be.
Ivy says rerouting. That makes more sense, right? Rerouting.
Mine says recalculating.
gotta update, gotta fucking like veer it off the road, then it tries to get back on the road. It's like, damn it, GPS.
Recalculating.
Recalculating. Fucking horse. Where's
You
GPS?
could like see it right over the fucking horse's head. Recalculating. You've been recalculating for the last 3 hours.
I
Stop.
wonder if someone can make a mod for that now for the PC version.
Oh my
It's
god,
like
probably.
When the horse are goofing up, it's just recalculating appears up on the screen.
Somebody's got to be able to do that. That'd be.
Ivy says rerouting. That makes more sense, right? Rerouting.
Mine says recalculating, so
Calculating.
Recalculating.
Stop, I don't want you to get stop. Okay, fine.
Whatever.
Recalculating. The quickest route for you to get here is going to take you through 6 other countries. Enjoy! Oh.
So Griff,
So,
when can we expect you to play Five Nights at Freddy's on consoles?
never.
Ah,
Come on, think it should happen. Come on.
that Five Nights at Freddy things is so burned in my head I can never like unsee it after she was done playing. She was shaking. That game.
I was terrified.
So, but now we're putting it on a bigger screen. It couldn't be that much.
Ah!
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
sure it'll
right.
be totally fine now.
Yeah.
That means that it'll just be
you'll
great.
be able to see every terrifying detail.
No.
Yeah.
I'm totally good, you guys. Yeah, I saw that Scott was talking about bringing it to console. He didn't say which or when, but somebody's gonna be working on it, I guess, eventually.
Well, it makes sense to be able to do it since it's already on a
I think
cell
it's
phone.
gonna be difficult though, because at least with cell phones and PCs, you have the precision, so you can pick which screen you're looking at as far as like when you're looking at the monitors and all. But
Mhm.
on PC or on controllers, wouldn't you have to like scroll through it?
I
don't
guess
know.
you would to a
Maybe
degree,
that-
but I'm wondering if they'll do, with like the buttons for the trap doors that open and close and do all that type of stuff. I wonder if they'll just have buttons here, and then you just move your head. And then I'm not sure but I agree. Like when you're moving with the different cameras, I'm interested to see. Maybe there's one button to flick through all of them. I don't know. I mean, you got like 11 buttons on a controller, so I guess you could just be like, okay, every button is a camera. Bah,
Yeah, that's not gonna be ever confusing or
1,
difficult.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got it.
I can do this, I swear.
It's like, and then you're sitting there going, no, I'm in 5. I'm in 5.
I swear, no, oh god. Yeah, in surround sound and everything, fuck that shit.
At some point,
Absolutely
that's-
not. It was unnerving enough to be like, I can hear Freddie singing. Where the fuck? Oh my god. No, I don't need that shit in fucking surround sound.
No, what you need is it in VR.
Nope.
Yes.
I sure don't. I don't
Oh my
need that.
god.
You know what? I really don't.
Like I could like see her fucking losing her goddamn mind. Just
Yeah,
Oh,
I
God.
don't think that's ever gonna happen for
I
me.
will state the same thing I stated not too long ago, which is the fact that we're just now at the beginning of VR. 10 years from now, over the next 10 years, I can actually see the heart attack rates going up. So just from VR alone.
oh, speaking of VR,
Oh dear.
I don't know. This is just what I talked about. I think I talked to Baka about it. But the Void, you remember me talking to you about that?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay. This guy invested $13 million into his own.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about that. It's really fucking neat. Check it out. Like it's like a theme park, I guess. It's called the Void. He's building his own VR rig. And he has 7 he's got 7 planned areas that are 60 by 60 feet, and you wear a VR rig and you play in basically you play in this kind of like laser tag area, but I don't know how to explain. It's like augmented reality with VR because you play inside the world, but you're wearing VR, so it's like a horror game kind of whatnot. Well, he has one of the things is set up kind of like a horror game where he's built this giant maze and whatnot, and you play through with like peripherals and things like that, and it's 4-dimensional aspect too. Like you'll feel steam on your face and things like that.
Oh.
You'll hear shit. Like it really plays into you kind of walking around with your VR rig on in this world. So, I mean, one of the videos I saw was someone walking around with a fucking lantern and kind of peeking around the corner, and they go to turn and something runs at them.
Oh, fuck that.
It's pretty neat.
Yeah, they're talking about, it looks like one of the games they've got set up as a Ghostbusters game of some sort where you'd be walking through that.
Yep, they wanted to make it so that you could be in the fire station of the Ghostbusters, and then you fight a ghost. You know, you can have friends, and you can all walk around the fire station and whatnot, and then you can fight a ghost. So it's kind of he wants to make it accessible for everybody too. He doesn't want it to be like fucking $800 to come play in the VR rig game. So
God.
he just wants you to come in. He wants everybody to kind of come play this and see what VR can do. So, totally.
I'll be impressed if whatever creature comes running at me, if I can smash in the face with the lantern.
Well, and here's this
Just
whole
come charging in the hall and just bam, bam, go away.
basically his slogan that he set up is it's not virtual reality, it's hyper reality. For the first time in history, it's about living inside of an experience with endless possibilities to participate and create. And so yeah, it looks like they're layering real-time interactive environments and blending the real world with the digital. Participants are placed into our hyper reality experiences. So yeah, the whole thing is set up like what Chicken was saying, with basically you've got real stuff happening that you can't really see because you got the goggles on, but they've set it up to where when you're walking around, real stuff is going to happen. So I guess you have the real sound elements. That's fucked up.
Fourth dimension. It's really fucking neat. I can't wait to see what that guy does with it. So I'm gonna keep my eye on it and kind of see how he goes. It looks like it's got a lot of potential. I could kind of see things like that becoming a norm, kind of, because you know kids got Chuck E. Cheese where they go and play fucking skee ball and games like that. And I want an adult version where I can go put on a VR helmet and fucking run around with 3 of my friends in Zombie Land or some shit.
With that than the stupid Chuck E. Cheese games of here, play this retarded little game and get a bunch of tickets so you can win a prize that would only cost you like 50 cents or something.
Yeah.
But you spent $20 on it.
Yeah, if I could spend $20 and go play a fucking like hour in VR, I would do it. Like holy shit, I would do it. Well, here's $20. Give me the rig. Let's go do this.
Give me the rig.
Give me the rig. That's pretty awesome.
Yes.
I'd do it, but it'd be scary.
The funny thing is, some of their gear is called the Rapture gear, and I'm like, oh, they got a BioShock one.
Oh my god!
Oh, man.
I was like, that's what I was looking for. I'm like over here going, they got BioShock.
That would be intense. They'd have to probably get rights to be able to use that though.
Probably so. But
July
like,
1st is when the Ghostbuster experience opens up for it.
What?
The Ghostbuster one for the Void, July 1st is when that one comes
Wow,
out.
already?
Oh wow, very fucking nice.
It comes out July 1st, and then it's got Sony Pictures and stuff that's sponsoring it. So
Oh wow.
yeah, so I guess it would be similar. Like I guess you could get Take-Two or somebody to help sponsor the other one for BioShock. I don't know.
That's pretty legit.
That'd be nice. Like, if they ever get the special edition we've been waiting on for remastered, they could do Rapture at the same time. We'll let you walk through, kill some splicers. We're good to go.
Oh, I'd live there. Like, sorry guys, I'm moving in.
Sorry.
You can't, but I am. Get out of the way.
It makes me wonder though if like the splicer's supposed to come at a certain point, if like they just poke you with a stick or something, like every time you get hit, do you get poked? I don't know.
I feel like a little sad. Ow, what the fuck? Ow. Where this fucking
All right,
like
guys, let's cross the streams.
Yeah, you cross the streams and you blow apart and everyone's like, what the fuck? Hyper reality my ass. I think someone just fucking remade.
They stick you
real.
on.
It's too real.
It's too fucking real.
You stand on like one of those traps with the little springs up underneath them, so when you get hit, it's like zoom backwards.
Oh my god, that'd be way too intense.
Yeah. Like, ah!
My rig, it broke.
But it's cool too because it looks like the rig that they had, you can just flip up, so it's really
So if
easy.
you need to like reassure yourself that you're not dying,
I'm not dying. I'm not. All right, let's do. Oh god, I'm still fuck that shit. I have to quit.
I'm quitting. Quitter.
A topic that I think it was No Pants that brought up earlier this week. I think it was on Monday, but it was a very, very, very well placed point. How early is too early for early access?
Would you like to tell them why you were talking about this?
Because we were talking about Ark.
Okay.
We are done playing because all of our fucking dinos. Oh, I also realized that people stole our dinos. Our dinos didn't die.
Oh well, at least
So-
they're not dead.
Yeah. So I would love to fucking go around and see who has our dinos now because I am a
But
little.
we lost. What he's getting at is we lost ambition to play, which is why our dinos came up for claim.
Well, I was still trying to play. It just took too long to get back on, and once I logged on, all of our pen was broken into. All of our dinos were gone. The only dino that did die, I think, was Timmy.
Oh,
He got
poor
eaten.
Timmy.
He got eaten by a Giga.
We tamed him by accident anyways, so.
Oh, come on, but that's no reason to kill him.
But
I had the wrong trank dart or I forgot I had the trank darts in, and I was like, oh, I just need some meat. Oh shit. Okay, fuck it, just tame it.
Our neighbors grabbed most of them, and we can get some back. I'm not worried about it. And things like that'll just fucking kill my whole urge to play anymore.
But it's also, I mean, what do we want to go back for now? We kind of like did everything that we really wanted to do.
Like, built a really nice house, tamed a bunch of dinos. You can tame the new dino that comes out, and then all you do is log on to feed. You can fight the bosses, but I mean, if you do all of this done in the early access, and you beat all the bosses, you get all the stuff, and then this is where it gets really tricky. Option 1, they reset everything. Everything's destroyed and you have to start over, and then they're like, I don't feel like doing it again. I mean, that's hundreds of hours of work, and it's like, so most people are gonna be like, I don't really feel like doing it. Option 2, they don't reset everything. People are like, we've done everything. What else do we do? We can restart, but you go back to option 1. Do you want to restart? So by the time this game gets fully released, and whatever option they go with, it's going to be a little too late. The people who have been playing and done everything aren't going to have anything new to do, and if they restart, the people who have done everything aren't going to want to fully restart. So I think, because No Pain said they don't plan on releasing until in July, which is going to be a full year in early access. So I think a year might be a little too long, because it doesn't give people time to want to play, because they can just kind of come back on, feed their dinos.
There's games that have been there longer than that in early access.
Yeah,
like,
several years.
Like,
yeah.
I mean, DayZ, I think, has been there like 2 years, hasn't it, or something? That's a ridiculous amount.
But DayZ was really huge when it first came out, and the popularity behind it. I mean, yeah, it still got players, just like
but
Ark
it's
can always
died
have
a
players.
lot.
Yeah, but
same
it's
thing
not
with Rust
nearly...
too, right?
Yeah.
Rust has been out for a long time. So I think that I don't have a problem with it being a year. I think the problem I have is at some point optimization needs to happen to where it's noticeable. Like, you need to add some optimization in between, because the guy that's created it has always said that he wanted to add more content and then work on the optimization on the end part. But how long is optimization going to take if you've never worked on the optimization part? That's my whole
kind
point.
of add some new content, optimize it up to that point, add some new content, but yeah.
I think that, and I don't think a year's necessarily too long. I think that the problem you have is you had a bunch of people that had gotten into the game and they wanted to level up as quickly as they can, because by nature, I think humans are somewhat competitive anyway, right? So it's one of those where, oh, the guys next to us have this, I want that, I think that's the reason you have a lot of people that, like, at least with Xbox, I know we had a lot of people that were in PvE servers to start with. But once they finished everything, they went to PvP servers, because now they understood how the game worked. They did what they did. And so it was kind of a stepping stone to move to PvP. And now they're having to fight against not only the elements, but they're having to fight against people as well. Where I lost kind of interest in it was not the fact that we had everything. It was more of the upkeep, having to log on just about every single day when you first start out and do what you got to do and that type of stuff. And then keep that up. And which we didn't know. Like, luckily Griff told us at one point that, basically you just need to log on within 7 days or so you can go ahead and feed all the dinosaurs and do all that stuff so they don't die. But we didn't know that at first. So we had people logging on every single day, going out for meat runs and feeding all the dinosaurs and everything else. We didn't necessarily have to do it that way. And so I think that's where we kind of burned out. But I think a year's fine, but I also think it depends on the type of game. Because I think that even though Ark has a lot of replayability to a degree, if you go at it real fast, the replayability is gone. It is a large open world thing, and I don't know. That's what I want to see. I want to see the optimization part of it. I think that they needed to start optimizing in March, and now here we are in May, and I have not seen anything. Like, the game still lags like shit. And it's, even though it's a good game, it's crazy. I don't know. But I mean, I think people are going to lose interest eventually, because there's nothing. We don't even have a plot. Like, we really don't even know why we're there.
We're dropped off by aliens. Time to survive.
Why?
Yeah, I mean, like,
It's basically like it's basically like an experiment, I would assume. From what I can tell, is they picked up all of these creatures from different points in time, and threw them all onto one island to see what could happen.
Right.
Humans are always going to be in the thing like that. Humans are going to be the smartest because, well, you're the main fucking character. You're going to build and things like that. But what they
Self-preservation.
I wish that there was more, aside from just your neighbor got the next coolest thing, what are you gonna do about it? Like, I kind of wish that there was more incentive, I guess. Like, things that you could work towards, like goals, I don't know. Like, maybe you're trying to eventually leave this place, but you have to do all of these things first, like jump through all these hoops. Even if it was a ridiculous reason. Like, tell me why, aside from you need to live.
Well, and that's the thing is, like, I think it would be cool if you set it up and you go, okay, you've got the prehistoric time, you got everything else that's set up in the original island, right, that everybody's on, and they have that on, and then it's like, okay, once you get to a certain point, you can stay where you are and continue on with the life you got, or you have the option to move the knowledge, information, everything you have, walk through a portal, whatever it happens to be, to go to another area and settle again, and then that's where you would find you would get the option to be able to do guns or whatever it is that people want to do, like the metalworks, right? So at least you're moving on through something and you're trying to figure out what it is. Like the in-game stuff where they've got the brood mother and everything else that comes down. Like, give me information why these are important. Like, why do I care that this, to even go into a cave to get the different stuff in order to be able to go over and fight the big brood mother, other than say that
those caves, though.
Other than say that I have a trophy, right?
Yes.
So,
I mean, it really does feel like it's largely just to appeal to that kind of, like, mentality where it's, I just need to say that I have it because somebody else does, or because everybody does, or, you know, nobody else does, and I need it to be mine first. Like, I feel like that's kind of sort of the idea, but it loses traction after a while, because you are eventually going to hit cap. Like Dino Cops did on our server, which is why most of them stopped playing. Is
they all
had
fucking went to a
everything.
PvP server because it was just boring. Logging on, feeding 3,000 dinos gets really tedious real quickly.
Yeah, I mean they had everything, literally, like everything that you could have, they had it.
Mm-hmm.
well, and that's the thing is, you know, and that was one of the things I'm glad that you know, you, Griff, and then also Chicken had told us, you know, when it first came to Xbox One, you were like, take your time.
Yeah.
Do not rush. Take your
you'll
time.
run out of shit to do.
Yeah, because and you know, and I had guys that I don't know when they were doing it, but I'd wake up the next morning, I was like, where the fuck did we get this from? You know, how did we do this?
Why do we have 30 of these?
Right? I don't get it. You know, but at the same time, they changed their servers where different dinos would spawn, and we went from like Bronto land. I mean, it was nothing brontosauruses and triceratops, you know. So it was like, okay, so you had trikes and those, and it was like, okay, from that, the next thing I know, Spino is killing half of our stuff, and I'm like, where the hell did he come from? He wasn't even near us, you know. And it's crazy. I mean, you know, but if we had not been already developed to a certain point, it would have completely annihilated us, and the PvE thing would have been pretty cool, right?
Right.
Because then you're having to rebuild from it, which is the whole point of PvP. But I don't want to play PvP. I don't like.
I don't
want to
load into the game and immediately be trank darted and kidnapped and taken to a death arena.
Well,
one of the things that they did release on PC, because I know they have Extinction, which is exactly what you're talking about on Xbox. Every month, a meteor hits, you start all over. Everybody starts all over.
Man, fuck that.
Yep, every month, everybody starts all over, period. That's it, if you want to play on an Extinction
Why?
server.
What
But
are you supposed to do in that month's time? Like, just build as fast as you can?
it's like Diablo, what they mentioned. Every season, like Hearthstone, you try to work your way up the rank, and then you restart, and then you work your way up the rank, and you restart. They got special badges and things like that to kind of show how good you've done in your time. But what they did for Xbox or PC is they released Survival of the Fittest as a free standalone mod. It's kind of like, you know, you join a server and it's Hunger Games style on the island. You try to kill everybody else off as fast as you can, or try not to die, or hide in a box.
Hide it in a box. Box guy.
Yep, box guy. He almost won too.
Almost.
Almost. Oh.
but I don't know. I think that again, it depends on the type of game, and we're using Ark as an example, but there are other games. But it seems a lot of the early access ones that are out there are big open world multiplayer games, and it's the only way that these companies can really test their product because they're not. They're not EA. They're not.
Yeah, but how long do
Ubisoft
you
or
need to
anything like
test things in some cases?
Yeah, I
Like,
want a game. I don't want to be your test guy forever. I want like the game eventually. Like,
Yeah.
I
Well,
wanna be able to-
and they have given, at least with this case, they've given us an actual date. If it's July or whatever it is.
No, he's No Pain said now it's looking for Christmas this year.
Yeah.
So
See,
Really?
that's the part I don't like. And it's because it's like, okay, we're shooting for June, July, whatever it is, it's on there, but it's like at some point you have to have a definite date. This has got to
Yes.
be it. And if that's when you gave it to us all, then that's it. And like, or even then, if they go, okay, we're gonna reset the servers in June, July, whenever it is, and then they move the date to December, still reset in June, but let us keep it in December. You see what I mean?
yep.
Like, give us, because this is when we originally told you we were going to reset the servers. So we're going to reset the servers, but everybody that's playing up till December, we'll do a thing, and then we'll just create new servers or something for newbies, or whatever. But I think that that's where maybe that you deal with the smaller developers versus the larger developers. I think that they have the options to be able to test some of this stuff where the smaller ones don't. And so I think that this is early access helps them when they're trying to do such an extraordinary game. Cause I mean, they've done a really good job with the game, but like you said, let's give me a finished product, and optimization is going to be part of that. Stop putting dinosaurs in the fucking game.
No shit.
Stop
Oh my
putting dinosaurs
God.
in the game. Like, you're giving me so much DLC for shit that the game's not finished. Like,
let's catch up
optimize-
here.
Yeah.
right, and sell the shit later. Just put up there and go, okay, for $10 more, you can get these dinosaurs are going to pop in or something. I don't know. Or you won't be able to tame these until you pay it. I don't know how the hell you would do that because there's no way to do a DLC for an open line game like that. But
Yeah, I don't know. They just kind of need to try to push to finish it. Damn it! I mean, things need people. You lose the mystery when you kind of let everybody do everything there is in a game before it's released. To me, early access is just paid for beta.
Yes.
Pretty much all it is.
Well, and that's one of the things that I had worried about initially when they had announced early access stuff isn't it just going to be us paying to beta test a game for you? And in some cases, no. You've got that thing where you've got early access to it and it comes out relatively quickly. But in a lot of cases, I mean, even like Snitty's pointing out, DayZ has been out for how many years now, and it's still early access. I mean,
well-
it's on consoles and everything, but it's still
early access
early
to what?
access. But is that an excuse to be like, oh, we still haven't gotten around to fixing that bug and that bug and that bug, so it's early access, and you have to understand that
Yep.
it's
They use
Well-
it as a crutch, as an excuse. Oh, there's bugs. Oh, you can't complain about this. This is an early access game. You have to expect it. It's like that's not
I
fucking-
disagree. I think the part of that is too, though, is I think they're giving us a discounted price because when the game actually releases and they're giving everybody else full, like they're giving us that's the bonus, right? You're paying because of the fact that you're helping build the game essentially by giving all your feedback and everything else. You get a $30 price tag or whatever it was when you all paid for it. And so you got that $30 price tag, but be developed as you play through it. You do have lots of in my $30 that I paid, I can tell you right now, I've gotten more money out of that than I probably have any other game when it comes to the amount of time I've put into it. Maybe other than Civilization. I mean, so but I've put more time into that game than I have anything else. For $30, it really wasn't that bad. But at the same time, when somebody goes out and pays $50, $60 and they get the full game, I want it to be pretty quick. So I don't know, it's going to be quite interesting. But I mean, like DayZ, 3 years. I mean, you got on here maybe 2013, could have been 2014, so 2 to 3 years. That one's been in early access. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I don't want that to happen to Ark at all. Like, I want it to be now. If it's going to be Christmas, that's it. Don't do it again. Don't add on any more time.
Yeah, because if it goes to June, that will be 2 years in early access, which is far too long to be working on a game. You can't blame your problems on early access. You can only blame the problems on your developers.
Yeah.
At that point, get your shit together, fix your fucking game, finish it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the thing is, at some point, you just turn around and you go, okay, look, there's some stuff we've got to optimize. We've done half of the optimization we need to do. We set a date for, in this case, December. So we're going to go ahead and release, and but we're going to give you a decent game, right? But shit, some of the stuff, I'm like, good God, good God. I don't know. There's so much, but I guess it's better than the alternative, maybe, which is somebody saying they're releasing a AAA title and it being total shit. Hello, Assassin's Creed Unity. I mean, I guess that's the alternative, or Master Chief Collection that took seriously a fucking year to fix the multiplayer on.
God, that stuff was awful.
I mean, really? Come on.
Could you not?
But at least they learned their lesson from Assassin's Creed Unity. They were like, yeah.
Pasting couldn't keep up with the ambition.
Yep. I mean, you don't have to release a game yearly in order to keep making money. If your fans love the game and you make good games, they're going to keep buying it. You got to get that loyalty out. But we ain't doing that shit no more. You ain't getting one after that year.
Well, the thing is I don't understand. I still don't understand why they thought they could do that with the Assassin's Creed.
They thought they were hoping to make money. They could turn the games around real quick. But come on, those games are way too big, way too intricate to kind of push out in a yearly.
They were used to being able to copy and paste, and then they started trying to be more ambitious with it, and their copying and pasting couldn't keep up with the ambition.
Yep. I mean, you don't have to release a game yearly in order to keep making money. If your fans love the game and you make good games, they're going to keep buying it. You got to get that loyalty out of them. You don't have to just fucking get every Tom, Dick, and Harry to buy your damn game. Sorry, all those Tom, Dicks, and Harrys out there.
Somebody's offended right now.
Yeah,
oh my God.
Right? Oh, yes, but
it's about time. Do you got anything else to share?
Let me see what else was in the news. Oh, not Silent Hill, Resident Evil. The rumors around the Resident Evil 7. I don't think it's Resident Evil 7. I don't think they're going to take that big of a risk on something like that. I think they're just talking about Resident Evil 5 and 4. Which one's coming out first? Yeah, Resident Evil 5 in the summer.
Yep.
And then 4. But what I need is 2 and 3 right now, motherfuckers. And then I'll stream those when they come out. But yeah, I do not foresee Resident Evil 7.
Well, the reason that people were talking about it, just because Chicken kind of glossed over that part, is Capcom released some of their, financial fiscal information at the end of the last month, basically, and they said they were gearing up for a full offensive in the Resident Evil front for this year, but people extrapolated that to mean that we were getting ready for 7, but I think everybody's kind of forgotten that we're releasing 5 and 6 is already out, apparently. I had no idea, but according to the article, it's already out. So, surprise! That's how much fanfare it got.
Okay.
But, yeah, and the remaster to 5 is supposed to be this summer, and the remaster for 4 is supposed to be in fall. So, we've got those 2 things coming out. They're still gearing up for
Umbrella
why are they skipping
Umbrella
2
Corps.
and 3, though?
They're working on 2 and 3, but the engines have to be fully updated.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Is so 6 is probably already released because it's the newer of the bunch, so it didn't have to do as much work.
But it was
Same
the
thing
worst
with
one.
right, which 5 it's coming out in the summer, 4 coming out. That's so like if you look at it from that standpoint. So theoretically, 3 would be next and 2 after that. Theoretically.
But I mean, everybody got really wound up because they said we're going on full offensive, and everybody's like, "Oh my God, that means there's going to be a 7." Why are you looking for a 7 when nobody really even liked 6? Like, don't you want them to think about what they've done for a minute?
Yeah, which is why I'm very happy that they're fucking remastering the original ones and being like, "Oh wow, those original ones are selling pretty well." Yeah.
Because they need to go back to that survival. Like, I mean, granted, I realize that, like with the older games, they did need to update like the shooting mechanics and shit.
Right.
I get that, but they needed to still have that survival horror element instead of going here's lots of ammo and ways for you to kill the zombies. It's like, no, you got to be a little bit more conservative with things.
Yeah,
That's
which is
kind of what made the old ones work.
why I stand by 4 so strongly is that it's the perfect fucking balance. Like it had the combat, it had the scare, and it had the fucking all the little aspects. Your ammo. You guys watch me play that shit. I'm like, oh God, I've got like fucking 4 pistol shots for these 6 zombies. Come here, bitch! I'll stab you with my knife.
Or is there a plant? I need a heal. Is there a plant?
Yeah.
Yes.
I need a plant. Where's the plant?
Where's a plant?
Oh.
That's what I loved. Like sadly, the only Resident Evil game I've ever played is 2,
Hey, that's a
And-
good one to play at least.
And so I'll be playing. I played it. Sorry, I was looking at the thing, and I was being asked if I'm playing tonight. Yes, so I played the game and would go through, and it was like it was great because it was. I think it was Johnny had talked about Dark Souls one time on the show, and one of the things he said about it, he said, "You're going to die, but everything's fair." Like when you go through and you do it, it's like you know you're going to die in certain situations. It's on there, but it's all fair, right? You go in and you learn from your mistake, and you go back and do what you got to do, unless you glitched out of in the plant or whatever it was you did on the first one that I about done. You're stuck inside of a plant or something for a while in the
Oh.
first one.
I can't
And,
remember, but I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and so but I mean it is. It's like you'd go through and you would play the game and you'd go, okay, you learn real quick, I've got to conserve ammo. You learn real quick, okay, I've got to not get hurt, because if I get hurt, I'm fucked. You
Yep.
know, and it's like and it's really as survival as you can get, and they did a really good job of popping a plot line in that was intriguing as well, right?
Yeah.
And it's one of the first games I remember actually being involved in the plot and wanting to know what happened next and things like that. Like I would play Tomb Raider and stuff like that too, but I didn't really care what happened. Like, you know, it's like I would play the game and it's like it was fun. It was all that type of stuff. It was like watching an old Schwarzenegger movie or something, right? It was entertaining, but it didn't necessarily have
Watching the
best
world
plot.
go by next
Yeah.
to you.
You know, not necessarily the
Yeah. Resident
best-
Evil 2. There you go. Old PlayStation edition.
There you go.
5 stars.
5 stars.
Yep.
I would have
Greatest
given it
hits.
5 stars. I enjoyed
Mhm.
that.
Yes.
2 disc.
I was about to say it should be.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 disc setup, right? Because you
Yeah,
played one
the old
side of the
PlayStation.
Yeah. He
Yeah,
had.
old PlayStation was Claire. The other one was Leon.
Now you know this shit is old when they've got a fucking what is it? They got a Capcom hint line. Like you call this number and then they'll give you hints about how the fucking game
I
works.
wonder if it still works.
It's on the
Let's see-
fucking
let me see
disc.
after the show, we'll have to call the number and see if it still works.
Hey man, I'm
yeah,
playing Resident Evil
stuck at the
2.
beginning.
All right, well where are you at?
Like, you know this game is like a billion years old, right?
Hey, I'm calling from the 1990s.
I found I'm in a time machine.
I'm in a time machine.
I wonder if you can convince people about that too. Oh shit.
You know the game's been discontinued for a long time. We don't even support that console anymore. What?
Damn, I
just played
scheduled my time machine to jump back to the wrong era. Damn it.
What game on the PS1 had the most discs to it? I think it was I think 4 discs is the most that I've ever seen for a game.
Which was a lot of JRPGs.
Yes, like oh my god.
Parasite Eve was like 3 disc, wasn't it?
I
Yeah,
don't know.
wasn't Final Fantasy VII like 4 disc?
I
Yeah,
don't know.
wasn't Final Fantasy VII like 4 disc though?
I think it was 4
Yeah,
discs.
I think that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, Final Fantasy 7,
lot of Final
8,
Fantasies
9s
were
were
4 discs.
4 discs.
And you had God, what was it? Rebel
Please
Assault
insert
from
from
Star
disc
Wars
2.
Rebel Assault that was 2 disc. It was so awful.
Those old days where you gotta
I
switch
played
discs.
it a lot.
Oh my goodness.
No. God,
Yeah.
so many hours in the game. Is that
Yes.
it? We got everything? We good?
I hope so.
I hope so.
Let me make sure there's nothing else I don't want to talk about. That should be about it. All right.
Like, please
Is that
hold.
it?
Please hold.
He already added one, so I was gonna see.
Yeah, that was about it. You know, if I have a chance to talk about Resident Evil, I will.
I guess we finished up Dying Light, so check out YouTube this week because today Baka and I are starting Halo Combat Evolved, which Baka's never played before and I haven't played in a really fucking long time.
You know what you guys need to do? Play it on Legendary
Fuck
and add that
that.
ripperoni
I'm
count.
down for that.
Oh man.
Baka,
Oh
no,
my
you're not.
God.
No, you're not.
There's a cheat on that one though, because what you can actually do on that is one person goes out and fights as many of them as possibly can, and the other one hides.
Fuck that.
And as long
That's
as there's not
boring.
an enemy around, you're good to go. And then the other one goes out and shoots as many as they can, and the other one hides.
Come on now. That's wimp
We can take
fighting.
turns, Griff.
That's wimp fighting.
I would get so bored, I would just run out and die anyway.
It doesn't take long before somebody dies.
Yeah, and to be fair, like I tried to
Or
play
I
that
can
shit
just
on
get a sniper
Legendary.
rifle. I can stay like way off in the back and just snipe at him while Griff goes running in.
Oh,
and goes,
good fucking luck getting to the
Oh,
sniper
kaboom!
rifle.
Yeah, you understand that the sniper rifle does not one-shot them on Legendary. You're like, bam, headshot,
Well, even
bam,
then,
bam,
you know
bam,
how long We're
headshot.
gonna have to wait into the campaign before we see a sniper rifle.
Yeah, but it is one of the greatest.
Yeah, I mean the sniper rifle's great. The pistol has a zoom, by the way, so you can scope people with your pistol if you want.
Oh, the pistol, you just run motherfuckers down. But you
I
do
really
need,
like the pistol in that one, to be fair.
you need
No,
to
the
play it on
pistol's
heroic at
fantastic.
least.
It was very OP though.
Sure, we'll play on heroic. How
There
about
you
that?
go. Yes.
There
You
you
got to
go.
give yourselves a little bit of a challenge because I want to see that
The
Ripperoni count in the
challenge is gonna
hundreds.
be remembering how to play this game to start with.
It's not
Don't
too
forget your med packs.
Yeah, because, Baka, it doesn't regenerate. We have to find medkits.
You have a shield. You have
And
a
a med
shield and a health bar.
bad. Oh, and the other thing is, like you were talking about, I'll just take the sniper rifle, blah blah blah. No, when your ammo's gone, you go to a new weapon. That's
Yeah.
how this works.
Man, I playing that shit on Legendary. You're like, plasma auto rifle. Throw that one down. Pick up the
There's no
next
hammer
one.
in this one in there. Is
I don't
there?
think so.
Nope, there
I
is
don't think
not.
there's
Come
a
out till
hammer until
3.
2. No, there's a hammer in 2.
Is
Is
there a
there
hammer
one
too?
too?
I don't remember a hammer in
It's
2.
you don't get to really play with it. It's the guy at the final
Oh.
boss fight has one.
Yeah, I was about to say there's no
Oh.
hammer in 2 except for that guy.
So
You
hammer
don't-
It
in 3.
exists, and then you get to play with it a little bit. Like,
Oh, yeah, while he's trying to fucking hit you off the damn little rotating
That's
doodad
fine.
thing.
I can play with the hammer. It's just,
you gotta try to kill him for it first.
Yeah, and then as
That's
soon
the
as you
final
kill
boss.
him,
So it's not
yeah.
exactly a walk in the park.
Especially when he like fucking jumps at you,
I'll
knocks
just,
you off,
I'll
and you
just run around and yell out, "Griff, shoot it, shoot it, shoot it!"
Best plan ever. Clearly, we know how well that's gonna go.
We get to deal with the 2. You get to deal with the pin cushions, the brutes.
Ugh. I
There's
can't
like-
wait till we get to the first set of hunters. Oh.
Trying to kill those son of a bitches by yourself is so fucking infuriating.
No, it's easy.
Holy
In the
shit.
first one, it's easy.
They wouldn't like. I would walk like I would try to like kite them or have them jump at me. Like I would lure one to jump and then shoot him in the back, and I'd get killed by the other one. And it's like,
Oh,
all right,
really?
dude, fucking chill out. Let me kill this one, and then I'll get to
They
you.
were tag teaming you.
Yes.
Because all you have to do, because if you have the pistol, you can one shot them.
Not if you're getting one shot by the other one.
Well, you can't do it on legendary, but
Yeah.
like when it comes up, when it's coming at you, you just step to the side real quick, strafe to the side, and then you spin around, and you have to hit them right in the orange, and they'll drop that quick.
You gotta hit him in the orange.
You gotta hit them in the
Yes.
orange. Well, there's all the rest of it's blue, right?
Yep.
So hit them in the orange.
Gotta hit him in the
I
orange.
just think it's funny. You gotta
Yeah.
hit him in the orange.
Hit them in the orange. So and they'll drop real quick. But it's like, yeah, it's not. It's
Micah,
not
this is
fun.
gonna be an adventure.
Oh yes, this is gonna be glorious.
Oh, driving's awful,
Adventure.
by the way. so-
Grenades. They get to have fun with grenades because
You
because
carry 4 of
the
them.
physics are great.
Yeah.
That's why I was saying the driving is gonna be just fantastic. So
That is my favorite one to drive.
those warthogs drive like fucking refrigerators on roller skates.
I love
I think I had
driving.
an easier time driving the Batmobile in Arkham Knight than what I remember trying to drive in Halo.
Ooh, you're in trouble for Halo
Oh, you're
1
talking
then.
like Halo 3. Oh, where the driving was at least marginally better.
Yeah, the good thing is though you can't destroy your vehicle. They can't
Yeah.
destroy your vehicle.
Yeah.
Vehicles are indestructible, so at least there's that.
But be careful about getting blown off cliffs because that shit does happen way too
Careful about
often.
Slight like drifting off cliffs, like you're in fucking Tokyo Drift all of a sudden.
Yeah, yeah, you just and then just keep going. You're like, fuck this, restart. Fuck that, restart. Ah, fuck this.
If you are the gunner or passenger in the car and you feel like we might be sliding off of a cliff, go ahead and eject yourself so at least one of us can live.
Yeah, but by that time you're
So,
gonna
I'm riding
die.
on foot. Got it.
Out of the way! Out of the way!
All right, well now you guys know what to look forward to when they start recording that.
No kidding.
Oh, it's
Okay.
gonna be
It's
glorious.
gonna be fun. I'm
But
really
you
looking
gotta
forward
add
to
that
Halo one.
ripperoni count to it. Like I gotta see those rips.
Yeah, because see, I couldn't watch much of Dying Light one because I haven't finished the game on that one. So it's like
Honestly, the plot's not good enough to play for the plot. Just play for the gameplay, Oak.
Yes, gameplay for
Yeah,
sure.
the plot is pretty flimsy, but the gameplay is a lot of fun, which is why you should play that
The
game.
plot never thickens. To put
It
it
gets a
in.
like a
little
thin
lumpy now and then where you
stream of
think it
water.
might be.
it's like mashed potatoes. It's a
I
little
mean,
lumpy.
really, it is. It's like, look, it got a little lumpy. Maybe it's gonna. No, it's not doing anything. Just kidding.
Mashed potato plot. I just started a new genre.
Yay. How was the plot? It was a little mashed potatoy. You know.
Little lumps every once in a while.
Yeah, you had some good stuff, but it was
Got some
mostly
good ideas, but
it
they
was
never
mostly soggy through the way.
All right.
Wow.
We good?
Yes,
Yeah.
we're good now.
We appreciate everybody that hangs out with us each and every week at Infinite Respawn. If you're listening to the audio, make sure you go to twitch.tv/Infinite Respawn PC and make sure you follow. You can check us out at Twitter as well at twitter.com/Infinite Res PC. You can check me out personally at MDB Oaktree. Check out Griff.
At Griff Slineham.
Check out Chicken.
At Elite Chicken 313.
Check out Baka.
At Baka Pickle.
Also make sure that you do go to our YouTube at just Infinite Respawn. Sorry. Make sure you type that in there. They just finished up Dying Light, as she said, and they're about to start with Halo, and then you're still going with Fallout 4 as well,
Yeah, I'm
correct?
still working on Fallout, and I was working on a new music project this week, so hopefully that'll be up next week.
Which is
If you
fucking
haven't-
awesome, by the way. Holy shit.
Yeah, I heard your response. So
Yeah.
you let me know what your response was. If you haven't checked out Griff's music projects, it's on there. Make sure you do that as well. She's added a couple of them, right? It's two.
Yeah,
Two of
so
them.
far two.
Yep.
They're good. Go look at them now. I'll fucking get you a damn link.
I'll send you the link now. I got it. Make sure.
What? How?
Oh, let's get you a fucking
Make
link.
sure also that you go to our website, that's infiniterespawn.com. Go on there, join the forums, hang out, have a good time. Also, during the week here at Infinite Respawn, you got Chicken that is going to be streaming from 8 p.m. Eastern. Usually about 11 p.m. Eastern that you get off. Isn't that right about
Yep.
right?
Yeah,
about right.
usually.
Except when there's
and,
Overwatch and it's.
what are you starting this
week?
week? You still playing through?
We're just doing
Okay.
Heroes. Well, I'm gonna play Heroes when he's around, and then Dragon's Dogma when
When he's
when
not.
he's not around. And I won't be streaming this Friday. I've got a prior engagement that I'm gonna be doing. Just
Word.
a heads up.
Okay, so no
I
Friday
almost
streams.
forgot.
No Friday stream. I
I
wanted
was
to let.
like, what are you doing?
Don't even
Oh,
give me
okay.
that.
No, I said almost forgot. I
Okay.
remembered.
At least, hey, as long as you know.
Yes. I don't want to get in trouble again.
And of course, every Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern, I have my stream. Tonight, I will start Uncharted 4. You can follow me at MDB Oaktree and get on there and watch me play through Uncharted 4 and I guess have fun, according to what Baka was saying earlier, that it's pretty good so far. So I'm interested to play it, and then he and I can talk about it alone. About the
In
different
a
stuff.
room with the door shut where nobody
Yes.
can see or hear
Yeah.
you.
Yes.
And in the closet with lots of clothes around so no one can hear the mumbling and.
I don't want to. I don't want to know what you guys are
That's
gonna do in
start
the
getting
closet.
jealous talking like that.
I know, right?
I know, we don't want to make Red jealous, Bob.
Yeah, then he kind of goes, Red man, Red smash.
Yeah, and you can't even like. Yeah, he's like, hey, oh.
Oh, man.
You guys are so mean.
He's never run to defend himself, so whatever. And he probably won't ever hear this either. So what am I worried
Makes
about?
it totally okay.
Yes, completely.
Jerks.
Completely.
Mhm. Hey, I'd say it to him if he was here too. So I mean, no harm, no foul.
Yeah,
Yes.
It's not technically behind his back, because we'll just say it to his face, too.
Oh.
Exactly.
Carry on.
He's just not present.
We do appreciate everybody that's hung out with us this week. For Infinite Respawn, I'm Oaktree.
I'm Griff.
I'm Chicken.
I'm Baka.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
To that guy dancing. That guy dancing. That girl's not dancing.
Mm.
Gotta do a little cackle at the end.